Welcome back everybody, my name is Tucker, this is Sporting Logically, and today I wanted to take a little bit of a break from talking about 2018 free agency and instead look back at one of the more game-changing time periods in recent NBA history, the summer of 2016. For those of you that either don't remember or have only recently gotten into the NBA, that summer is infamous not only for Kevin Durant leaving for Golden State, but also a handful of huge contracts that were handed out to non-stars in a way that we'd never really seen before. Both of these problems came about as a result of a spike in league revenue via a new billion-dollar TV deal, which caused a spike in the salary cap, giving teams around the league a ton of cap space to spend, making a great market for players, even those that weren't considered the best at their positions. Obviously, KD joining the Warriors to create the super team that has dominated the league ever since that decision has had a big impact, but it's the salary cap spike in general and those big contracts that were given out specifically that truly changed the NBA forever. These massive 3- and 4-year deals soaked up the excess cap space quickly and are a big reason that we saw comparatively cheaper and shorter deals this summer. Players are willing to risk long-term security by signing 1- or 2-year deals this offseason in an effort to become a free agent in 2019 or 2020 when the market returns to one similar to what we saw in 2016. This is likely the new cycle we will see in NBA free agency for the foreseeable future. 1 or 2 summers in which players are taking advantage of a large amount of cap space available with big value 3- or 4-year deals, followed by 1 or 2 summers where players take shorter deals than they normally would in an effort to get back on the market as quickly as possible in the off-season in which the salary cap space opens back up. To help you see what I mean, as of right now, over half the league is on pace to have over $20 million in cap space in 2019, compared to less than 10 teams that had that kind of room this summer. Fewer long-term deals were signed this offseason compared to what we normally see, not only because it benefits the players to be free agents next offseason or the next, but also because a ton of teams are prioritizing keeping that space to sign a number of potential big-name free agents that could be available in 2019. But the thing is, there are only so many of those big-name guys that teams will have a chance to sign, which is where those non-star players end up with the kinds of deals we saw in 2016 once some of the bigger names end up signing their own deals. Now, you could make the argument that these front offices will have learned their lesson after how disastrous many of those contracts ended up being. But for one thing, there's a ton of history to suggest that that won't be the case, and certain teams will still end up overpaying for their non-star players, and for another, when there's that much space available, players and their agents know they can get a sizable contract offer from at least one team. And that's all it takes to get the kind of leverage needed to start a bidding war. As transformative as the 2018 free agency class could prove to be, or 2019 or 2020 for that matter, the summer of 2016 has left a lasting imprint on NBA team building that goes far beyond anything Durant or Warriors related. This will likely be the new normal in the NBA moving forward unless the market is reset either via league action or finally reaching a balance between the amount of cap space available and the number of players worthy of receiving sizable long-term contract offers. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this is a bad thing by any means. I'm a big proponent of players getting as big of a contract as a team is willing to give them, especially in a league in which the pursuit of a championship is becoming a more and more futile endeavor for teams that aren't located in Golden State. But what I am saying is that as this new trend continues to unfold as it has so far, be sure to look back on the salary cap spike allowed by the league that helped create the insanity that was the summer of 2016 as the origin point of the new cycle that NBA free agency now finds itself in. And that is going to be the end of today's video. If you missed my last one, you can click here. If you'd like to see more videos just like this, you can click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.